Okay, you guys. So Kandi just came out swinging with some new court documents, and she is not holding back at all. Now she is accusing her soon-to-be ex-husband, Todd Tucker, of not paying a dime for their kids and barely spending any time with them since the divorce was filed. According to paperwork that was filed on January 8th, Kandi is saying Todd has not contributed financially to their two kids, Ace, who is 10, and Blay, who is 7. Now we are not talking about a little bit of money either, y'all. These kids have a nanny. These are rich kids, so you already know it is a big dollar sign attached to everything they have going on. They have tuition, extracurricular activities, birthday parties, medical bills, travel costs, all of that. And Kandi is claiming Todd has not helped with any of it. What makes this even worse is that Kandi is saying Todd has been out here taking multiple international vacations while his kids' bills are piling up. So he has money to travel the world, but he cannot help take care of his own kids. And it is not just about the money. Kandi is also saying Todd has not been spending time with their kids since she filed for divorce back in November. So he is not around and he is not paying. What is even more crazy about Kandi coming out and blasting Todd for being a deadbeat is that Todd has been capping for the gram. Okay, so since 2016, he has been posting on his Instagram these reels that he calls Daddy Daycare. Basically, it is him doing things with the kids, cooking, taking them to school, and just being a present father. I looked at his Instagram page, and he has like 2 videos up of him continuing this tradition, but according to Kandi, it is all cap. Then there was some drama that went down on Christmas. Kandi says that Todd tried to interfere with her custody time over the holiday break. She wanted to take the kids to New York to visit her. She claims that she gave him plenty of notice that she was going to have the kids for the holidays. She already paid for everything, and Todd tried to block it. He did not want the kids going, even though everything was already set up and paid for. Now, Kandi is asking the courts to step in and establish an official custody schedule and get child support sorted out, because clearly they cannot figure it out on their own. Just to give you some background, Kandi filed for divorce back in November of 2024. At first, she asked for joint custody, which of course seemed fair. But then Todd flipped the script and filed for sole custody, saying that the kids were mainly with him because Kandi has been doing a Broadway show in New York. Now, if you ask me, that sounds like he is going for the coins. So when Todd did that, Kandi changed her request to primary custody. This whole situation is extra messy because people have been questioning Todd's intentions from day one when they got together back in 2011 on the set of Real Housewives. Then they got married in 2014, and everyone was side-eyeing this relationship. Now, Kandi's net worth is about $30 million. She has music royalties, money from Real Housewives, restaurants, businesses, all of that. Todd's net worth is way less, somewhere between $400,000 and maybe $4 million. And he did sign a prenup when they got married. The wedding almost did not happen because Todd was fighting tooth and nail not to sign that prenup, but he ended up signing it in the end. What is crazy now is that Todd is trying to contest the prenup. And you know what? I cannot even say that is shocking, because that is actually expected from somebody like him. He is claiming he was pressured into signing it right before their wedding in 2014 without his lawyers being there, even though Kandi's legal team had been talking to his lawyers about it beforehand. He is filing, saying the circumstances raise serious questions about whether the prenup is even enforceable. If the prenup gets thrown out, Todd is asking for alimony and wants equal division of all their marital assets. But Kandi was not playing any games with this situation. She filed an amended response pointing to footage from their Bravo wedding special, Kandi's Wedding, that showed Todd saying on camera that he was good with signing the prenup after talking to his lawyers, both on and off camera. So she is literally using the TV show as evidence that he signed it willingly. For years, Kandi defended Todd against everyone who said he was using her. She had his back 100%. But now they are in court, and Kandi is saying he is not taking care of his own kids. Not financially and not physically. After everything she did defending him, this is where they are. And we can clearly see that Todd is being the bitter ex and is not going to make this divorce easy. But I want to know, what do you think about Kandi coming out and saying that Todd has not been doing what he is supposed to do since the divorce was filed? Let me know what you think in the comments below. That is all I have for you, and I will talk to you later.
I'm back with another opinion. Y'all might not like it, but let's talk about it. So this whole Kandi and Todd situation is getting out of hand. Like, I did not expect us to be where we are now. So Kandi basically filed a motion or whatever, allegedly, with the court saying that Todd is not the dad he appears to be. Todd is the social media dad. Social media dad's like, come here kids, take this picture. Okay, once the picture's gone, y'all get up out my face. Kandi has said that she is the one taking care of the kids, like, financially, and Todd is not contributing to anything, and he's going on all these vacations. Now, if you go back and look, you'll see when the divorce first occurred, you saw Todd going on vacation after vacation after vacation, right? I'm not going to put him down because that might have been his way of coping, right? My thing is, I don't mean no harm, I love Kandi, but you always saw Todd with the kids. Like, he was always with the kids, and he was also with Kandi all the time. So maybe he deserved a vacation. I don't care if nobody says, when you travel to work, sometimes it is a vacation. But let's get back to the story. I am personally so surprised at the situation, but we all kind of, I'm not going to say we saw it coming, because I did not. What I will say is I had been watching Kandi. Kandi went on Amazon, and she was saying, or whatever she was, and she was saying, like, basically Todd wanted to take the kids with him for the break, right? For the holiday break. And Kandi basically, to me now, she made it seem like she invited herself on the trip, because she said Todd wanted to take the kids. And in my opinion, that was basically him saying, I want to take the kids, I don't really want you to come. And she was, I guess we all can go together, right? When somebody says, I guess we're all going to go together, that means that you are volunteering yourself to go somewhere you weren't invited. I feel like Todd is not a social, I don't know, I just don't feel like Todd is a social media dad based off what we saw online. He was taking these kids to school when we knew Kandi was going elsewhere to make money. So let's not act like Todd is a deadbeat, because I don't think he's a deadbeat, okay? Maybe now that this divorce is going on, Kandi is like a little bit more at home, and she's realizing, like, when I'm at home, Todd's not at home. But in my opinion, I feel like Todd is the one who wanted the divorce. And I could be so wrong, but I feel like he is the one who wanted the divorce, because if you go back and look at previous seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Todd was just asking Kandi to stay home, you know, put a little more time into the kids, into him. And Kandi just seemed like she had so many barriers to why she could not do that. I don't know, y'all. I have much more to say about that, but that's all I'm going to say right now. But I am still going to hope that Kandi and Todd work it out.
So I haven't been paying attention to Kandi Burruss' divorce. But today, I just decided to kind of like update myself on what's going on. And I'm honestly shocked about what's happening with Kandi Burruss. Well, actually, I wouldn't say I'm fully shocked, because to be honest with you, her mother tried to warn her. And I always say, you kind of have to pay attention to what your mom tells you, or the warnings they give you, because they generally can see things in people around you that you really don't pay attention to, or you don't notice. But seeing now that this divorce has become pretty messy, and that he is contesting the prenup, I'm really not shocked. And y'all, honestly, one of the worst things that somebody could do when issuing a prenup is to issue it right before the wedding without attorneys being able to kind of decide back and forth. I think a lot of times people kind of do this like guerrilla type of approach to issuing prenups, to kind of make the person sign and not have to go back and forth and do all this negotiating. But to be honest with you, you put yourself in a position where your prenup can be thrown out. Especially given the fact that he said, even during filming the episode that they filmed about their wedding, that he didn't really have a chance to like have his attorney look at it. But, you know, he tried to act like, oh, it's all good, whatever, because, you know, he just wants to go ahead and get married to her. I really think that he expected the marriage to elevate him. And while I do think in some ways it did shine a light on him, it really didn't elevate him all that much. It kind of just turned him into a sidekick for Kandi. And you could tell that, especially in recent years, him being a sidekick for Kandi started to become very emasculating to him, and he started to resent her like a lot. And y'all, I really think that he thinks that whatever he did in being just her partner actually helped in her success. And the thing is, I think the public, and including myself, we all kind of know that Kandi would have been successful regardless of who she was with. Like, let's be real, she was the breakout success technically in her group, and doing that from a girl group is not easy at all. So the fact that she was able to do that even before ever meeting Todd, and she's already a housewife, like, I don't know why he expected that we would ever give him credit for any of her success, because like Todd, you came into the situation with Kandi already being a success. So at this point, I kind of feel sorry for Kandi, and honestly, I don't know, like, I feel like, while I personally hope what I think is not the case, and I hope that everything turns out, you know, as Kandi wants it to, I really, my heart to heart feel like the prenup's gonna get thrown out. Or if not that, even some of his demands are gonna be met, because Georgia's pretty unforgiving when it comes to like women in divorces. Again, y'all remember, Georgia's the state where Usher was able to take his children from, their mother. Like, that state, I just feel like it's very unforgiving to women. So I hope Kandi has a good attorney, obviously, which I'm sure she does. But also, I hope the best for Kandi. I really do. Like, I don't see how she's gonna be able to get both the prenup upstanded and full custody of the children, given the fact that, like, literally right now she's in another state. She's in New York working. She works a lot in New York. Despite the fact that there's a nanny, generally courts like when the child's with one of the biological parents. So just from the fact that, you know, Todd's able to be home more often, he would seem like the more stable parent for having the kids, like, for full-time custody, just because he's just home more. Like, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I hope that's fair. Like, this is gonna suck.